I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA's review. Today is February 8th, Thursday, 2024. So I've been gone for most of the week here. Some fire trades this week, and so I got some personal things going on. So I'm just preoccupied and busy, but do the best I can to do some videos for you guys. But you can see here, big trade, but same time, you had to keep the bias of taking out liquidity. You're bullish. You're not trying to catch tops. One of the biggest things I learned in my career was definitely, just don't think I'm smarter than I really am. Don't try to beat the market. So they're generally, it's very, very, very bullish, as you know. So we're looking for previous daily highs, which we did today beautifully. And also in this process, you had to hold the bias. You had to be strong in that. It sucked holding for all this, but the thing is you got structure, right? So coming from, I'll start from, let me start from here. So as you can see, and I didn't do the last 2 days, 3 days, so I'll go over it real quick. But to make it simple, this is Monday right here. So when we made this range, remember that fire trade I mentioned last Friday? So we took out those highs, but we never took out that high. So Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, they were all still bullish days for me, targeting this level. So when this retraced back down, we came back down. You got a fib from here to here, just a simple range here, and we're coming back down. We came down to a 70, and it held really nicely, right? That sell down and buy back up and close right here. So we got liquidity built here, right? But also, yes, I understand we're building here, and then Tuesday comes up, doesn't take out Friday's high, okay? Because Friday took out these highs, but they didn't take out that high. So, come on. We got way too much liquidity built. When this didn't take this high, this was another carbon copy of almost yesterday. So it came up, not yesterday, I'm sorry, Monday. So Tuesday came down, get real close. But this is very common. You'll see higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, right? You see that? So they do that, and it's just building a big pool when we come down. Now, eventually. But so that was explaining this, and then Wednesday was the big push up, right? So we took that out, and if you did a standard deviation from here to here, I'm just using a 4 hour. You could see here the retracement, half standard deviation is right here, perfect. Wednesday closes damn near a little bit above it, not above it. Reaches it, beautiful. Now today, Thursday, we open up and we're getting this sideways movement coming back down. So when we broke up through here, no difference than when we broke here. When we broke through here, we broke up and we came back to retest it, right? This is why I'm saying we attack people who are breakout artists, right? It's the most easiest thing to do in trading, but doesn't work out. But this is that same logic right here, right? So pushing up, we come back down, we hit that beautifully again, and then your next target is this high. So that's what framed the day. Me understanding that when 830 pushes it down, I'm looking for that manipulation down, and sure enough to take out that high. So on the daily also, let's see here, from here to here, where is it? Yep, from retracing from here to here, that's the last down move before we go up. We got this half standard deviation, this is what I'm targeting. Probably tomorrow. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, then I'll see it next week and then it'll come down. But psychological level, they're trying to hit that 18,000 level for a NASDAQ. So they can say they did it. And then, all you 401kers can be like, hey, my money's doing good. And, so anyways, in general, that's my next target is somewhere between 17,985 and 2,000, roughly. So I want to make this video short, but let me see. Did I make sure I mention all that? Yeah. So basically, when Monday comes down, it hits this big down candle. So just a demand block by itself pops up. All right, retraces back down into the same candle, but pretty much wipes out everybody who was buying on Monday. So in the weekly frame, I'm just looking at this as a down, the fake move down for the wick of the week, right? And then pushing up for the body of the candle, right? And then depending tomorrow, Friday can be a reversal day. If we don't push down from now, Friday might just. If I was to make the market, I would say let's just go up on Friday, and then afternoon or lunchtime, London close, let's reverse and wipe out some of this liquidity that we've built here. So that's what I'm expecting. So that being the case, let me make this short. So with the premise I was mentioning, dragging out that high that we mentioned. What's that high from? Again, that high is from January 24th, Wednesday, right? So we, on Wednesday, keep in mind, we pop up and we come back, we come to that level. All right. So, and then we come up and we close. And then it goes sideways. So if you look here on the 5 minute, then it goes, you can see it here. Come right back down to there. Right. And then we come up and we go sideways. Now here you get structure going down here. Right. Where is it going? Pretty much to retest that high and wipe out everybody who was buying here. And then this is the 8:30 news. So 8:30 is pushing the news down, pushes it down, and it raids that low. So not only does it raid that low right there, and it stays above this, but you're hitting that level again. And for me, that's a perfect time to buy, because why? I'm already framing the day about taking out this high. So, not rocket science, keeping it simple, not trying to be a conspiracy theorist and talk my way out of the right trade, right? Because sometimes, like, I'll do that. Like, even in the past, I've done that a lot more, right? So anyways, that's the logic here. Let me show you in 1 minute, because this is much easier to see. But this was also very key. So we opening up at 9:30 right here. I'm sorry, over here. Let me go to 1 minute. If you were on the 5 minute, and that's why I just showed you, you saw that gap right there. Let me go back. I don't think there's a way to make this short. That gap right there, it was on every asset. That gap right there was very key. So when we opened up at 9:30, I knew we were coming down here. And this would have been a beautiful entry if I wasn't already in. In a nice position, a pyramid position too. But we're looking for the shift, which we had that. At 8:30, we push down, we push up. We come above this. All right. We come all the way up here. And notice how this high at 9:30, let me go to 1 minute, because this is, I can't explain it well with it. Right here. Let me just squinch out just a little bit. So you can see when we pop up at, right there is 9:30. 9:35. No, I'm sorry. That's 9:30. Tripping. 9:30 came up, pushed down. All right, so this high doesn't really take out this high here. All right, so just built liquidity. And I'm looking for some sort of structure, right? So I look at it like this is the lower low, another lower low. So we shift here, minor shift. I don't really count it, but it's fine. But this goes up here, and then it breaks down to that gap that's on the 5 minute. So this is kind of like my higher high and higher low is how I'm looking at it, right? Deep, and yeah, I was shitting bricks, and you're like, yeah, dude, I was in this profit. So I made a mistake, not made a mistake, but I would have liked to have took the trade out, sold from here, because we sold here from the open, here, this orange line, and then we came down. I knew we were coming to this gap, and then get this liquidity, came down strongly, not shitting bricks, but I was like, damn, dude, why did you do that? But I was so confident in what I was and where we were going and what they were doing. I've seen this a million times, especially with price action like this at 8:30. So that being said, this is the entry. So at the 8:30, you'll see that once I see this and we wipe that. Now again, I don't have the line dragged out, but I know where it is. right here. But I know we hit that level. But I'm not trying to take the perfect screenshot for people, right? So anyways, price comes down, wipes that liquidity. I know where we're at, and then it pops up. When it pops up, it comes back down. Pay attention to this. Pops back down, and imagine if the wicks aren't there for a moment, okay? What do you have? You just have the bodies. And what do you see there? Well, you see a little shift here. We come back into this down candle. All right, so now that you see that, now that you see that I'm talking about that candle right there, this 8:22 a.m. candle. If just imagine the wicks aren't there. What do you have? You have the bodies, and you see that it's the bodies are holding, and this is what pushes me to push the button for good. Now, I would have loved to have got a better trade here, but it's a blink of an eye. It was just too possible. It wasn't favorable at all. But I'm in. I'm good, and I know where we're going. So that being the case, as you see the logic here, well, you see it here, and I get out pretty much damn near at the high of the session, which was beautiful. Now see, this is why I'm showing you this, because I've got a half standard deviation and a 1 standard deviation target. I would have liked it to hit 18,000 level, right? But I didn't expect it to happen today. So anyways, and we're on an overbought area here. So with that being said, you get the price moving down to that gap. All right, you get in structure up. You get these two imbalances here to turn into an inversion. Pops up. So this is low, high, higher low, high. These two, right? Comes back, holds its support for a second, pops up for another trade again. I'm not worried about it. Retraces back all the way down here. Yes, I'm still in the trade, because you can see. You see this? See this curve on this buy side curve here? That's what I want to see. This is normal. So price comes back down and uses this as support, shoots up, creates an imbalance, and there's an inversion imbalance right there. I don't have it highlighted, but I'm using this as support. And once you come back up this high, we're shifting again. It's again structure for me, and this is typical. So confluence right here, again, shoots all the way up and for the target. So you just got to hold, man. You got to hold, and we're heading right into London close, right? So that being the case, let me see. Is there anything else I wanted to mention with this? So yeah, price held there. Then price comes up here, and let me kind of do this. See if I can do this. So price shoots up. Look where I get out. I get out at 892, right there. Literally right there. All right. And then what does price do? Comes back down into this imbalance. So this imbalance holds for another drive up right there. And then they sank it back down. We had some speakers today. Price drove back down to the opening of the day at midnight, and then playing around, consolidating sideways. Came back all the way here to wipe out some buyers and squeeze out some sellers, and we're here, and it's pretty neutral right now, to be honest with you. So what else did I wanted to say? I wanted to say something else, but I know I feel bad if someone is saying like, man, I wish you were giving us analysis on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, but from a glimpse here, you can see, well, I can't get into that. But we did get back into this 15-minute imbalance right here. That was on Friday. We came back into that. We tapped it and came all the way back. It was awesome. And then structure down here. We had 3 drives there, pretty much. And came up. Wednesday, held right here for support. This was beautiful right here. On Wednesday here, we had that imbalance right there, that 8 a.m. Imbalance. We pop into it. We pop into it again. This is 9:30 right here. Pushes it down. Held that support, and then skyrocketed out. So, and took out that high. So that being the case, let's see here. So we have pretty sideways, and we traded the right asset today. I mean, it was in our favor because look at this mess. Fucking, and look at Dow. Just one shot one way and one shot one way. I mean, that could be cool if you know how to hold. These are awesome. But it's like, man, you're waiting for it to go already, and it's like, look at this shit. But another reason why I don't trade Dow anymore. But look at S&P, sloppy as shit. But structure going up, we're still bullish. But we ended up getting nice structure, in my opinion. It wasn't great today. It wasn't easy, but it also was better than both other assets. So as you can see, sideways here, but plenty of opportunities. And then what I wanted to mention, let me see here. So straight bullish. I mean, just don't fight it, man. Straight bullish. No question. And let's see, Dow here, crazy as hell as always. So Dow is turning into like the old man. It's like slower. It's not really precise. And Nas is the new Dow. I've said that like I think I said it last year even, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at, and we're still bullish, bro. I mean, can't fight that. there's nothing else to discuss even. So it's just bullish. And let's see here. Dollar. So dollar is fucking generally been playing around lately, but we did finally take out that high, get up into this imbalance right here. You would think that would mean lower prices for us, but they're not cutting no rates anytime soon. So inflation is still there, and that can also push us up at the same time too. So I think that's kind of what a bit of mix of what's going on here. So that's where we're at as far as this moment goes. To be honest with you, I am neutral and bullish at the same time. So, and as far as the projection goes, I've already mentioned it today. That 18,000 is looking real sweet. That 18,000, and then this is an extreme, but it is very possible to get this high. If we get some type of really crazy Friday, which I don't probably happen all tomorrow, but reaching here, this 18,000 level, I can see that happening very well tomorrow. But next week, we'll see what happens. But this is where we're at, and I should be done in 17 minutes. All right, you guys take care, and God bless.